So, so this is how this is going to work, right, Roland? If you want to attack it, you can. You're going to roll a d20, and you're going to add a +2 to it because you're proficient in unarmed attacks, and then the damage is going to be whatever your strength modifier is. So your strength modifier is -1, so you would do 0 damage to it.
But he could send it farther away. Maybe you flick it across the room or something.
Or maybe grab a rock and throw it at it. You're pretty good with range instead.
Yeah, I'd pick up a rock.
Are there rocks available? Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Why does it always click it twice?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. So the damage of a rock is 1.
Why not?
So you're going to get. So how you throw a die? I'm sorry. The damage for throwing a rock is 1d4, plus your strength bonus, which for you is -1. So if you roll the most you can do damage-wise on a rock throw is 3 points, just so you know. What is your... Alright, so do me a favor. Roll a... so your perception is a 13. You find a rock. It's got some web on it. And roll a d20. Okay?
Well, I thought we were going on the first numbers that I clicked.
Well, you're just rolling for damage. I didn't tell you to...
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a d20 and you're gonna add your dex modifier to that. And your dexterity is plus like 2 or something.
4.
Is it plus 4?
Never mind. 2. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you rolled 12 plus 2 is 14, right? Let me pull up this spider character sheet.
Hey guys, excuse me for like half a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. This first session or two is always the slowest, and then we start to pick up. Okay, so 14 hits, right? And now roll a d4 and take 1 away for strength. Okay, so you do 2 damage to it. And it kills it. This thing. It's pretty easy to kill. So you pick up this rock. You look around because you see the spider as you're trying to push through all these webs, and excuse me. You see this spider moving around, and it's about the size of a cat, right? And so you look down, you see this rock covered in cobweb. You pull it up, and you wring your hand back and just throw it like a curveball, right? And it hits this thing in the back, and the butt of it it punctures it, and it just drops. Before it's just caught into another web. So you kill it.
Can I take a step and step on it?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, it's kind of like still in the air because it's caught in a web.
Oh, okay.
But it's
still on the web.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, just like waist high. But you could like kick it if you wanted, I guess. There's still a lot of web in front of you, but you can move, and you probably should move.
I'll just push through the webs and throw that spider to my right.
Correct. Ariel looks around and just walks gracefully behind you, holding Lord Grace's hand, and she comes up behind you, Roland.
So are we going west or are we going north? And why is this man-child behind me so scared of spiders? Get away from me.
You just seem like you're pretty good with animals, so I'd rather be by you so you can pet them or whatever it is that you do. Just throw them near me.
Stay behind me, little one. We're gonna move west along this wall for now.
And Varis, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. So lava's coming behind me, right? Has it broken?
It just kind of ran past.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't have to fight it.
And then sun is off in the cobwebs, right? Getting more stuck or getting stuck some more.
Yes.
However you want to say it. And what's around me? Is there anything I can use, like a stick? Is there a stick around here? A root?
There's some bones off to the side, but not any sticks.
How long are these bones?
Give me 1 second. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay. You find a man, I didn't realize I was gonna have to remember skeletal bone names. Your what is that? Your forearm, the radius, right? And ulna, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find a radius bone off to the right. Used to be someone's forearm, and it's about a foot long.
All right.
So
I'll pick it up.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me put that into your character sheet.
I wouldn't have even bothered. I'm just gonna discard it as soon as I possibly can, anyways.
Well, yeah, it makes it easier for attacks and stuff for now. We can always delete it later.
Right, I'm back.
There you go. You have a forearm bone now.
All right.
Nice.
So-
Always wanted one of those.
Hey, son, come back.
I turn around and look where he's talking about.
Come to my voice, son.
Okay. I don't see you on the map, by the way. Where are you?
Come, keep talking to him until it's his turn. And he walks to
Okay.
you.
So you're just trying to guide Sun back to your voice. Okay. And he moves forward. Are you gonna move to meet him or Varis?
Yeah,
I'll let
I
you do it.
can move. I can move to meet him.
No. I'm not gonna get caught in the spider webs. That's
Oh,
why I have
okay.
the bone.
Got it. All right. Well, so the
If you're
spider
trying to get
webs, the spider webs really start with these little white egg-looking things, right? So they're all in the thick of it. You're still kind of just standing out.
Think of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I got 5 hit points left. I'm gonna go make every one of them. Make you work for every one of those motherfuckers.
Fair enough. my other campaign, they're like, well, did that monster hit? I'm like, unfortunately, no. And they're like, unfortunately. I'm like, what? Anyway, all right. So, Sun, give me another perception check. Do you see any more spiders on your way back?
Okay. Perception. Yup.
Nice. And
Just kidding.
luckily, you have made such a hole with your massive body, right? That if there were any spiders, they wouldn't be the same direction that you came. So you just turn around and you walk, no longer in rough terrain because you've already you're backtracking at this point, and
Right.
you link back up with Varis.
All right. Linked back up. Greetings, half elf.
There you go.
Can Sun see yet?
Yeah, he can see you. You guys can see.
Sun,
Okay, Roland.
follow Roland.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is Roland's turn. What does he do? If you're gonna move, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. And which way are you going?
Yes.
I'm gonna stay along the wall.
And go. Continue going left. Okay.
Yes. I only get to move one.
Yeah, you only get to move one. For
Okay.
now. Give me a Constitution saving throw, Roland. Okay. As you are turning back, listening to all the talking going on behind you, Roland, and the cowardly Lord Grace, the elf that's just, all this chit chatter, you turn to say something as you step forward, and you don't see the spider that comes dropping from the ceiling, and it lands on your neck, and it bites you. And you take 1 damage.
Okay.
Tasty.
Do you want to try and attack it or throw it off of you?
Can I grab it and throw it on the floor
Yes.
and step on it?
Yes. You can try. You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. Give me first of all, give me a dexterity saving throw. As you try to grab this thing, it crawls off of your neck, right? So you, with your right arm or left hand, whichever side you want it to be, swipes at this creature that just bit you, the spider, on your neck. But it's already moved. Now it's crawling on your back, and you can't get to it. And you start doing the wiggles. Luckily for you, Aries comes over, and she swipes at it. Let's see what her dice roll is. 1 second. I'm sorry, did I say Aries? I mean Ariel.
Ariel.
17. Spider is 14. She swipes at it and knocks it to the ground, and she tries to step on it, but it scurries away. I just see Roland, this very serious guy, getting bit on the neck, and it hurts really bad, right? And then having to do this dance. Yeah, trying to do the wiggles, cut and spun around in spider webs. But Ariel, she swipes at it, she knocks it on the ground, and even though she tried to step on it, it got away. She says,
Yeah. Now, you'll be okay.
You.
At least it's off me. Thank you, Sai.
And Varis, what do you do?
Oh, my turn finally, huh? Well, I'm gonna take me and my little arm bone, or whatever bone you want to call it, and I'm gonna go ahead and follow in the tracks of all these guys and avoid as much spider webs as I possibly can. If I can't avoid them, then I'm gonna use the bone to like brush it out of my way, keep myself off of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, where's the next open spot? Like right here?
Yes, you can go all that. You can go all the way over to there. You can theoretically get all the way up to Roland if you want.
Ooh, samesies.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get up to Roland, be even with him. Is that all right? Can I
Yeah, that's
occupy
fine.
the same space, or is that fine?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then say, son, follow my footsteps.
Okay. And so I just wait. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I didn't realize that I had the grid set to like 15 per square or some crap. It's like a weird distance right now. Yeah.
Huh. 3 squares is 15 feet.
Yeah. Looks like it.
So 30 feet would have moved me all the way up to Roland if I wanted to go that far.
Right. Okay, Roland. Top of the round again.
Okay. I already thanked Ariel. Now stay behind me. It's like we're gonna go along the wall again. Just keep going.
More wall.
It takes 180 degrees off the area we have to monitor.
I'm sorry. What were you doing?
I was told Ariel to stay behind me, and I'm moving along the wall still.
Okay. So you're going left.
Yeah. So I still only get to go one.
For now, yes.
Okay.
Give me another perception check. Oh, it does really do it twice. That's weird.
Every time.
Okay, so you see that it clears up just up ahead, and the cobwebs have greatly reduced in density, but there's no spiders to be found. So you break through, and once you get through, it's smooth sailing. You see the corridor turn off and round a corner. So you're standing right at the edge of the cavern that you're in and the entrance to the corridor. And Ariel is going to have to make a 1 second.
Perception check.
Oh, lucky her. She gets bit by this spider as well. And she releases a loud yelp, right? Ah! And turns and tries to step on this creature herself, but unfortunately it misses. And she moves forward. No, she can't. Was she standing here already?
No,
she was
yeah,
here.
yes. Yeah, no, she was a little farther forward. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where she was. She was right behind me.
All right, and then she runs forward. So she got bit on the leg by this spider that's just standing. It's the same spider, right?
He's just chilling there
Uh,
in one spot, waiting for us to
it,
file through one at a time and get our licks.
yeah, I guess so at this moment. Yeah, he well, they tried to step on him, right? But he got away, and there's just so much dense spider web there, and he just kind of crawled off. You've tried to kill a spider before, right? And it runs and crawls.
Absolutely.
And, yeah. So it just so happened to attack her, and he's a pretty damn aggressive ass spider. You guys fucked with his web.
He's vengeful. She swiped at him, so I get it.
Yeah.
I'd be mad too.
Varis, what say you?
Can I see the spider?
Give me a perception check.
She doesn't yelp or anything.
She yelped, but you don't know why.
Ask for a location of what that yelp was.
It's off to, it was off to your left.
$11.
So
20.
you know that there's a spider off to the left, right? You just don't know where it is. You can't see it.
Fuck it. Sacred flame that entire area.
Nice. I was waiting for you guys to do that.
I was waiting for my turn. I was gonna run.
Right? All right,
Anyways.
let's see that spell.
1 second.
Burns the elf.
Right.
Crispy.
Because
Oh,
it's a cantrip, sacred flame. Come on, let me link
I
it.
have a feeling this cavern's gonna be very well lit here in a moment.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to link it. It's on page. 1 second. There we go. It's supposed to do a deck save of 12,
Okay.
and it takes the
Uh,
damage.
1 second. Oh man, it was a natural one on the spider. So you totally killed the spider, right?
You ran into it.
Yeah. So can you describe how you do this spell for me, by the way?
Well, I get mad. I point my hand over there, like open-handed, you know what I mean? And I call down my fucking flames, and I just fucking burn everything that will light up.
Nice. So you catch not only this poor little innocent spider on fire, but all the web, right? And hopefully, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this little arrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the spider, not only did you catch the spider on fire, right, but you also caught the web on fire, and it burns all the way up and out, right?
Yes,
So-
I just screwed us.
So this entire area right here is cleared. And on top of that, you also killed the spiders in there too. So I'm going to draw with what I guess would be red, right? So this entire area right here is clear of spider webs.
Cool. Can I still move after my turn?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to come up here, if that's okay. And I
Yep.
want to see what's going this way and whatnot. So that way we get a better idea of what the hell's going on around here.
So you're wanting to look south?
I want to look south, and I want to look in the 360.
Got it. So as you look down the corridor off to your right, that room is actually faintly lit, and where the light is emitting is from the ground. You can see that the ground is starting to bubble a bit. It's very hot. You can tell that it's the ground is starting to melt.
Okay.
And
Before the end of
and
my
off
turn,
to your Well, and
Sorry.
and then and your center, beyond the burnt out web, is just more web that had it caught on fire. There's a little bits of flame here or there, that's left over from your spell, but it's just so dense and webbed you can't really see what's too far ahead of you. Off to your left, however, you see that the wall kind of goes backwards and forwards, um, towards the edges of the wall. Ironically, it's not as dense with web, but it's still pretty thick, right? Um, but yeah, that's what you see.
Oh, okay. So before the end of my turn, I say, come to Roland. And then I say, I describe what I seen to Roland and the group. Tell them, hey, down this tunnel is a bunch of lava. You should probably follow my burnt path up to the next area. And I'll just keep burning it to go and expose more areas so don't get bit anymore.
That's what I said earlier. Somebody burn this crap out. Why, Lord, no one listens to Lord Grace anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in this godforsaken hellhole. I told those guards that I had business with the council, but they wouldn't listen, and they told me to, you know what, no one's listening to me right now. Why am I even speaking?
All right, son, your turn.
So I ignore Lord Grace and just continue to walk towards Roland, as previously instructed. Just keeping an eye out for spiders.
Got it. Well, it's kind of cleared up now, right?
Okay.
They've kind of broken it up, so it's not difficult terrain right there. If you guys backtrack or follow behind someone, it's not difficult terrain.
Very good. So, given that the move wasn't the end of the turn, just sort of, is the room with the floor that's starting to glow the only direction we can go?
No, you can also see a bit of light off to the northwest. You
To
can
the
you can
northwest.
yes, through the spider webs, right? You can see a faint glow, and it
Okay.
and it's casting a shadow off into the wall, right? So you can tell that it's essentially like there's another room that this light's coming out of, and it's
Right.
lighting the cobwebs, lighting them up. All right, Roland, it is your turn.
Well, the left doesn't look promising. We shall move north.
Back to where I was.
Not in the spider webs. Not in the spider webs. Please, not in the spider webs.
Yeah, I'll say that you kind of backtracked a bit and followed through the area that is no longer covered
Oh,
in
that's the
spiderweb.
area.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
the
no.
inside. It's the inside of this that's been like set ablaze, and there's like little, these are large spider eggs that have caught on fire. So there's small um, little fires on the ground or whatever, and you can hear.
Yeah.
I can't make the sound of a spider. I'm sorry. I mean, you can hear the sounds
A
of like,
chitter.
yeah, you can hear the sound of thousands of spider babies burning, right?
Oh boy.
As you step over them and crush the spider eggs. And Ariel goes and grabs the Lord Grace and kind of corrals him back,
We
and
should
that's
send him
her
first.
turn. Right. Well, he offered to pay you guys to get him out of there and to protect him.
Ah, yes.
All right, Varis, what say you?
All right, my turn. I want to move to the edge as far up this way as I possibly can. The edge of the spider webs, wherever, if I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I want to set right in front of me, but in the webs, on fire again.
Okay.
So,
Oh, wait. This direction or
yes,
this
sir.
direction? Okay.
North. Oh, it hits in a 5-foot radius, right? But it has
Yeah.
a 60-foot range.
So it can go up to 60 feet, and then once it hits 60 feet, it will be a 5-foot radius.
So if there was something, yes.
Got
Okay. Got it. Excuse me. But for the sake of time, right? I'm not gonna make you use that every 5 feet. We'll say that it catches on fire and spreads.
I would assume it would, just like if,
Paper burning.
yeah, or like
Yeah, exactly.
light some cotton on fire. That stuff's gonna go.
Yeah. I imagine silk is pretty. The spider silk is highly
It's
flammable.
pronounced flammable.
Flammable. So you cast your spell again, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so you cast your spell, and it blasts another hole in front of you guys, and it clears up the entire rest of the way. Let me draw free hand, make this red again, and it goes all the way up and like that. So you guys essentially have a corridor, forwards and backwards.
Zaw.
Ta-da! You're welcome.
And
Thank you,
well,
man.
you already moved. And what does sun do?
I'm gonna start walking towards the light. I don't express what I'm doing to anybody. I just do it.
Okay. Let's see, how far can you go? Yeah. So as he's catching this on fire, Sun just starts marching forward as told, and and steps on a couple large spider eggs that are on fire, and some dead baby spiders are crumpled beneath his bare feet. And then you don't have shoes on, right?
I don't know. I don't think I do. No. Shoes are for women.
You haven't earned any shoes yet.
I'll put shoes on later. It'll be fine. It'll give me something to do later when I need to pick stuff up from between my toes.
Got it. All right. Roland, what say you?
Well, I'm just gonna move as far as I can north behind the big guy.
Okay.
Am I still only allowed to move one?
No, now you can move the full 30 feet.
I think that does it, right? No.
No, you can
can
actually
go farther.
You can go
You can go ahead of
further.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see a passage to our left.
And Ariel just quickly makes her way up with Lord Grace.
Jason?
Jason?
No, I said Jason.
Gason. Yeah. And Varys, your turn. What do you do?
All right. So, how do you estimate how far you can go again? No,
On the
I'm gonna
top
take the
left.
dash action. I'm just gonna
Okay.
take the dash action and bam.
Okay, that works too. And I'm assuming you're wanting to peer in there quickly and tell everyone what you see, right?
Yes.
So what you see is a f- the floor is different here, right? Uh, the floor, the walls, the ceiling, all of it small. It's a small square room. Are made of smooth masonry block. So this is a masonry room. It's very small. And you can also, as you peer in with your half elf eyes, you can make out what looks to be a stone sarcophagus, which seems to be in the center of the room. And give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Let me scroll back to here. Perception.
And you got to beat an 11.
Nice. I forgot to
14.
eat fish.
Okay. A stone sarcophagus in the center of the room. And you can see that the lid is lying slightly ajar. If it weren't
Oh,
for your
Roland.
elven eye, if it weren't for your half elven eyes, you would have just assumed that it wasn't.
Oh,
That's what you see.
Roland, son,
Mm.
druid. We have a sarcophagus up ahead that's partially open. Starting to go into work stone. So obviously this could be a way out, but we might have problems up ahead.
What's a
And that's it.
sarcophagus?
It's a place you put a dead body.
Oh, okay. Dead person storage.
Yes. Perfect.
Perhaps we should leave it be. Or at the very least, close the lid so that the soul may rest. That's what I would want.
Roland, you got an idea?
And I'm
but
assuming
then
Sun
again,
moves forward, right?
Yeah, if it's my turn, yeah. I just come up there and stand next to him.
Okay.
stand in front of me.
Stand in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you
don't
can
want
make that.
that
I think you can make that track.
I could.
Yeah, you can make that track.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Do it. Do it.
And Roland, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move further into the entryway. Well, these two have my back. And we're gonna call to Ariel and
Lord Grace.
Lord Grace to get behind us. So you
Okay.
two, behind us, quickly for your father's sake.
Didn't you listen to the woman? You should close that thing. Who knows what's in there? More spiders, most likely.
Shut your pathetic mouth. I told you, eyes open, mouth shut.
All right, you are, sir. Good call.
I didn't mean to voice my opinion. I'm sorry.
Okay, Varys. Your turn again.
Can I even walk past these guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Is it dark in there? I mean, because the little elf lady isn't exactly like next
What?
to
So the light that you were seeing before was um, was a torch on the wall, right? And it was faintly glowing as if it had been lit a long time ago, and was starting to go out with the rush of the wind of the spell. Right, it did blow out whatever little embers remained on the torch. Inside of the masonry tomb, right, the tomb room, whatever you can see is what you can see on the map itself. So
okay. So
yeah.
it's all right. I'm gonna cast a light spell on the bone that I have,
Okay.
and then I'm going to come in here. Yeah, I should be able to do that jump.
One second. I think I have something for this. So you have a what is it, you're making the bone itself like
Yeah,
light up.
yeah. You want me to go and link the spell for you?
What yeah, what's the light? 20 feet plus. It's only 20 feet.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, and then after 20 feet, it's dim. Of course, for me that doesn't matter, but for them, you know what I mean? It does.
Yeah.
I put the spell in here for them in the first place. Otherwise, I would have gotten
Just a
something
spell
else.
on you.
Okay, that should be emitting light. Oh, let's
I
see.
see it now.
Yeah,
Shiitake
okay.
mushrooms, Batman. Look at all that. Oh, and then it went away.
There you go. That's your and you're holding it too, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What I'm gonna do is say that you can control it. All right.
Yes, you can. You can make it dim or as light or as bright as you can. It can go.
Oh, my cousin, a new bottle of whiskey.
There we go. Tell me if you can move that around. If you click on it,
The
the light
The little
Right
blue
here?
to your
thing.
left. Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's your light. That's your little bone.
Yay!
It's a floating lit bone.
Yeah, I didn't have a bone, but I did have a little light orb. So
No,
we'll just
that's
say
so epic.
so just use that, I guess.
Is
All right,
is it?
go ahead.
Have I done everything that I can do, or can
You
I go and look in the coffin?
um well, yeah, because you moved in there, you could casted a spell. We'll say that as you're doing that, Sun, it's his turn. If he wants to
Okay.
come in and do that, or what, or yeah, we'll give everyone else an option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move into the room and stand next to Varis. And I'm going to contemplate ripping the lid off the coffin. Do we want to know what's inside?
Yes.
Okay. Push the lid off.
Okay, so you slide the lid of the sarcophagus off, right? And give me a strength check, and
I got that.
with advantage because you're a big dude. Okay, slides off, boom, hits the ground pretty hard. You When you peek over, and I'm assuming all of you look in, Roland is still walking into the tomb, so he probably doesn't see it. But peeking into the sarcophagus, sorry, getting tongue-tied, reveals the bones of an ancient being buried here hundreds of years ago. And after that sarcophagus lid hits the ground, the bones inside of it kind of bounce, right, from the vibration. But then they start rolling around, right, and
Turning
kind of
in its grave.
chaotically. Yeah, exactly. If something were to turn in its grave, this would be it. But it, at first you pay it no mind, but it's twisting and it's not stopping like it should.
Hit it.
Like it's spasming.
Hit it real good.
Like it's
gonna hit it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's spasming. This thing, its pieces come together, right? And like the bones, it almost looks like they like kind of fuse back together, right? Forming the body of the skeleton, and it creakingly sits up in the sarcophagus. It picks its head up, sits on top of its spinal cord, and cricks it left and right, and then it shakingly turns its face or the front of the skull, looking at you all. And all you see are black sockets.
Hello.
Roland, what do you do?
Pick up a rock and throw it.
I'm gonna move in. Can I go one further?
Yeah, if you want, you can come to the corner.
It hasn't done anything aggressive yet, has it?
It's as it's sitting up, putting its head onto its shoulders. You are moving into the room and into the corner.
Okay, well, then I'm just gonna cover this corner and wait and see what happens.
Okay. The elf and the Lord are outside of the tomb.
What's going on in there?
And
We woke it up.
just as she says that, it pulls a short sword that was in there with it, and it attacks. It's going to attack Varis because you're right in front of it.
Hit.
Does that? Can you see what I rolled? I was curious about that.
Well, it says initiative 16, but then it says short sword skeleton, attack 14 and 20. But my AC is like, because we don't have our armor equipment yet, right?
You have your
You're wearing
armor.
clothes, so
Yeah, you have your armor. So you're. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna go that deep into the woods. You know.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. We're not getting that crazy.
Okay, well,
So if your AC is 17, then it doesn't hit.
Yeah, it misses.
So as it turns right, and it sees you, it tries to strike at you. You jump out of the way, and the sword hits the edge of the sarcophagus. Varis, how do you respond to that?
Sacred flame.
All right.
set it on fire.
The Lord of Light compels you, bitch.
Lord of the All right, what?
Well,
All right, 12. It's just dexterity saving throw 12.
yes,
That's it.
yes, sir.
All right, and then if we miss that, if he beats it, is it half damage or?
Nope, there's no damage at all.
Oh, okay. So dexterity saving throw.
He beats
And
it.
Okay.
So as you put your hands forward to cast a fire spell onto this skeleton, its body falls out of the esophagus, hitting the ground, right? Its head never like turning, so it keeps its like gaze at you, right? As it falls, which is very unnerving. And the esophagus goes up into flames, and he just stands back up all like getting back up is really trippy, like stop motion almost, right? And he misses the. You miss him. Can
Oh
I
well.
make him bigger? There we go.
Yeah, nice.
What the hell? That doesn't look like a skeleton. That looks like a freaking elf.
It looks happy.
All right,
Looks
all
like a
right,
wheat
yeah,
plant to
yeah.
me.
All right. There we go. What the hell? That's what you got. That's the reason why it was so small too. Okay, that was like a fairy or some shit. My bad. So, yeah, that's what you guys are looking at.
Well, we woke him up.
Yeah, son, what do you do?
Smash him,
Well,
son. Smash him.
I'm gonna rush towards it and try to hit it.
Okay, so you run around to the left side, right?
Yeah.
And
And
you
swing
have
away,
your steel, right? Your steel club
do.
or steel
Yeah.
bar. All right, go ahead.
So, still figuring out some of these controls. So give me half a moment.
Sure. In your character sheet, you should see that steel bar. If you just click on it. Oh wow, 26. Holy crap, dude. Your strength, that's right. You just Okay, well that definitely
Two
hits.
skeletons.
And then click still bar there in the chat. Bludgeoning 5. It does. It's doubled against it. Yeah, it's doubled.
So 10.
So you do 10 damage to this dude. Oh my god. So, do you want to describe like how you like run over and like effectively like smash this dude? It's not gonna kill him. Right?
Yeah. So, basically, when I ran over there, I just whipped the steel bar back and aimed for the left side of his body, like his left arm and his left rib cage, just trying to swing as far into it as I could, attempting to sever the spine from the rest of his body as I swung through it.
Okay, and as you swing through, right, you hit this guy with this steel bar, and you sever his spine, right, as well, and so he falls to the ground. His legs just flop over and into the esophagus, sarcophagus. And he drops to the ground, and now he's dragging himself forward towards you, all the while looking at you. Okay. Roland, what say you?
Okay. I want to move up to where I'm parallel with him, and the sarcophagus is between us.
Yeah.
Is that lid still on it somewhat?
No, he knocked it off. You're standing on top of it. Yeah.
Okay, well, since I don't have any weapons or spells, I'm gonna grab a piece of the lid and throw it at his head.
Okay, when he slid that lid off and it landed on the ground, it did crack, right? And so you pick up the piece of like the corner of it that had broken off. You pick it up and you throw it. Can you give me a d20 with your Dex modifier? +2, so 15. And I believe that hits it. Can do your damage? Yeah, that does hit it. So it's 2 because we got to take 1 off for your strength modifier, right? And then it's double because that's still bludgeoning damage. So you do 4 damage to it. Do you want to describe how you like kill this thing? Like you said, you did all that, right? And you throw a rock, and it like cracks into that skull that's staring up at Varis and Sun, and this part of the lid just comes barreling through the air and crashes into his skull, and it just pops like I want to say a pink mist, but dust.
He dusted
Yeah,
him.
yeah, you dusted him, and the rest of his body just drops, to the ground, even lower than It wasn't very high off the ground anyway, but you get what I'm saying. Congratulations, you guys did your first kill, and we'll get rid of this turn order for now. Do you guys want to do anything else in this room?
Yes, search it. Look for
Yeah.
loot.